Hi everybody, my name is Jeff Roberge and I am the Executive Director at the Mass Hire North Central Workforce Board located in central Massachusetts. And I'm speaking to you today about my nomination to serve as Region 1 on the Board of Directors for the National Association of Workforce Development Professionals. And I'm asking for your vote for a nomination because I really, throughout my career I've always worked to align systems to make sure that all individuals, all folks in our communities have access to adequate training, career pipelines, ability to build families and live in communities and have a successful life. And I've worked with all populations, people with disabilities, underemployed, unemployed folks. The work that I do now is to make sure that we're aligning our workforce development system. Our goal is to make sure that our educators, our job seekers, our business partners in our regions are working to access training dollars and build sustained career pipelines. I think this can be done and should be done at a regional level. And I believe the National Association of Workforce Development Professionals is an organization that promotes a highly trained staff, highly trained workforce development professionals, advocates for adequate funding for the work that we do across the nation, making sure that we have a voice on a legislative level to ensure that that funding is continued and that we are able to build creative opportunities to build our workforce. It really comes down to communities, right? It really comes down to making sure that we as workforce development professionals are doing all we can to help our communities, to create hope for people. And we do that through the access of funding, workforce training grants, apprenticeship programs, sitting down with our community colleges and our education partners to build out programs looking at priority industries, or critical industries in our region. Certainly, with regards to this conversation, the Northeast region, making sure that we understand and evaluate our critical industries, our priority industries, that we advocate for funding, that we make sure that we have a trained workforce development system, professionals who do the job day in and day out to create and enhance these programs. And if you elect me, I will make sure to be your voice here in the region, to bring information on what's going on in New England with regards to our industry sectors, our economics, making sure that we are bringing whatever funding we can to the region, that we do this in a way that is through collaboration. I mean, all of the work we do, and the folks out there, I know you folks who are going to be watching this, it takes our system, it takes, our chambers of commerce, it takes our education folks, it certainly takes our business folks, our career centers, our one-stop centers, all working together to drive the economy. We don't need to talk too much about the last couple of years with regards to COVID, but I know certainly in the New England area and obviously across the country, we've all had to make significant shifts on how we build back our workforce and how we look at new way industry is shifted and what are the needs of our job seekers and what are the important things as people have certainly reevaluated that work-life balance and how we can best support building back this country. So if you let me, I will be somebody who will be open to that collaboration, hearing your voice, sitting down with our colleagues across the country and looking at best practices, looking at ways in which there's been creativity and partnership development that we can bring to our region, and that we can also be the voice on the great things that we're doing throughout our region as it stands. We're very fortunate here in New England that we have a lot of very high qualified professionals in our region in a lot of different industries. And my goal is to help build upon that. And my goal is to work as a director at the National Association of Workforce Development Professionals to make sure that we have a highly trained workforce, that we are well versed in the changes and shifts in our economy and how we best support our economy, advocating for whatever resources we can to develop training programs, aligning new employment sectors with each other, making sure that we really have a strong system ultimately for our families, for our communities, for our cities and towns. So again, my name is Jeff Roberge. Thank you very much for listening, and please consider me for your vote. Thank you.